What's going on, Tim? Oh, wait for some more people to show up. Man, you're early tonight. Must got the notification then. That your boy's live. Oh, two people. That's fine. You're all good.
When a disaster strikes, leaving your home in need of restoration services for water, fire, or mold damage, call MC Shine Cleaning and
What's going
Restoration.
on, left-handed?
24-hour emergency services. MC Shine's IICRC certified technicians will be there when you need them.
These pest birds are not liking me.
Many homeowners think they're obligated to use the restoration company recommended by their insurance. Did you know that ultimately who will handle the repair work is actually up to you? So before filing a claim, call MC Shine for a free estimate or visit mcshine.com. MC Shine has worked with all different types of insurance so they can help you navigate the process of your specific insurance provider. Servicing all of St. Clair, Sanilac, Lapeer, and Macomb counties. When disaster strikes, leaving your home in need of
I've been watching this possum over here. He just went up one of our trees over there. I first saw him about 10 yards from me. He was just moseying around in the grass over there, and then now he went up the tree. I didn't even know. I didn't even know possums can climb trees. Guys, I got some sad news for you all. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy also. So, I was out on a coyote hunt about last Friday, 1 week ago from tomorrow. I was out on a coyote hunt at night. And I had the X sight on the 243, got it sighted in for the 243. And went to my buddy's properties, and it was working fine for the first couple the sets, and then it started freezing up. And then after it froze up, the whole screen just went blank and blare, and then it like the illuminator just wasn't clear enough through the screen. So contacted ATN over the week on Monday, and ended up sending me a replacement, and it should be here tomorrow. So hopefully this one will work better. I'm thinking something went wrong with the other one, with the couple sensors, or I don't know. But then they ended up calling me the next day and telling me what was wrong with it, which I was shocked to hear from them. Never thought I was going to hear back from them about what happened to that optic. And basically, long story short, I talked to Ross over there at ATN, and he told me that how was I mounting the infrared light for the ATN, and I said, well, I was using the factory rings that come with the scope that has the little pick rail mount on it. And I said that's how I was mounting my infrared. Well, he told me that that's the reason why I was getting the blur, but also I guess the best thing is to mount the light under the gun. And I didn't know that until I talked to Ross. And a few of my buddies I was hunting with that night, they were running their illuminators underneath their guns. Well, they had AR guns, so I'm running a bolt action gun, so I can't really mount any eliminators underneath my gun. So hopefully this next one will work, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna send this one back and I'll just go to site mark, because strike 2 is hopefully not gonna happen. And I don't know, maybe it was something wrong with the sensors too. Um, who knows? But I guess time will tell. So that's the reason why I'm not coyote hunting right now. But a few of my buddies want to go tomorrow night, and we're supposed to have rain here. So chances of me getting out tomorrow night are probably going to be a no-go. So I want to go tomorrow, but if it's going to be like that, raining and stuff, then I'll just pass tomorrow night and go another weekend. And the problem is, my one buddy's running a site mark HD, one of the oldest site mark, kind of, I guess, the first one, and he's never had a problem with it. So I don't know what happened to mine, but I did do an update to the software to see if that would fix it, and I did that before Friday night, and that's when it started acting up. So when I contacted Ross over there at ATN, he already said that it's already been factory resetted. Everything was working in the scope before they shipped it up here to me from Florida. So he said if something goes wrong from here on, then it's not on us. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know. I guess tomorrow we'll find out when I go mount it back on the 243. It just sucks because, you know, I got that optic just for the 243 for coyotes, and it's like I've only gotten one day or one night out of it, and I already had to send it back. Yeah, left-handed trigger finger. I didn't really like the sight marks. I wanted an ATN, but like I said, I've heard from a lot of people that they already had to send back a lot of the ATN optics for issues, and I've only heard one case of a sight mark getting sent back, and that's it. Because SiteMark, I don't think they have any software updates like the ATNs. The only problem is with SiteMark is they all run underneath AA batteries, or most you go to the 4K, which is basically almost the same price as the 4K Pro of ATN. So I might end up, if this next one acts up here, then I'm definitely going to SiteMark, because I don't really have the time and, you know, have to sit out there and think, well, is the scope going to work tonight while I'm out there in the field, you know, or is it not? And then I don't want that. I want something that's going to work. As soon as I power it on, push record, take that shot, either daytime, night mode, I want it to work. So I'm on strike 1 now, so hopefully I don't have to go to the strike 2. And then strike 3, I'm just done with ATN. I'll even tell them if something wrong with this next one, I'll just tell them I don't even want another one. Just refund it, because I had a buddy of mine that went through 5 of them, and the 6th one actually worked. So I don't know what's going on, but what I heard from Ross is he's an awesome guy over there at ATN, and everybody that I saw was talking so good about Ross, and yeah, he is on the ball. He emailed me right back right away, asked me what the problem was with it, and he was that quick of sending out a brand new one. So, and then I emailed him back and I said, well, is this new one gonna already have the software update? Can you guys make sure it runs before shipping it up to me? And he said, oh, that's what we do. we test them before shipping them back out. So I'm like, thank goodness. So I'm hoping this one will actually work better. What's going on, Mike? Is Simcoe open? What did you guys think about the pest video? Those shooting clips were from like the last few days now. I've been sending them over to STKO, and he's like, dang. So I don't know. I thought it was just fun doing a pest video like that for you guys. And part 2 is coming up next. There's some more kills on part 2, so it'll probably be like a 3 or 4 part series to this bird pesting. So you guys will have to stay tuned for all that, because I think part 2 you guys are really gonna like. Because part 2 we're using different pellets in part 2. So we went from the 1589 JSBs, and we're gonna go to the Hades in 22. So we're gonna give them a go. And I've been testing the Hades today for a little bit, and I tell you what, guys, I love Hades. Like, they're amazing. Like the standard dome, they do it, they knock the birds out of the trees, but the Hades are way to go. They're not, I wouldn't really say they're the most accurate, but for hunting, I mean, I shot 2 grackles at 80 yards, and you guys will see it in part 2 with the Hades. And just the difference between the standard dome 15 or 18 over the Hades. And even out there at 80 yards, when I went to go pick up the one grackle, his whole center chest cavity was wide open. So they're definitely deadly. I love them. I mean, are they a real long range pellet? No, they're not, but you know, they're good for the hunting. They're not made for the precise shooting like the standard dome. Problem is, guys, the gauntlet doesn't shoot them real good. So I think I'm gonna stick with the Crosman pellets out of the gauntlet. Yeah, Tim, like I said, the standard dome JSBs, they're a lot more accurate. 50 yards with the Hades, I did end up getting about a 1/4 inch group at 50, and then out there at 80, I mean, it was about the size of this out there at 80, about a cap bottle size group out there at 80. So I mean, to me, that's fine for shooting stuff that far. I mean, consistent too. That's not just one here and one there, here and there. No, I mean, it was like every shot. No, I'm not drinking green beer tonight, Mike. Are you? Drinking one of my favorites. I forgot it was even that, to be honest, guys. Totally forgot. Anybody else having any drinks tonight? besides me. Maybe Mike. Smoking green. I know, I'm about ready to dye some of my grizzly wintergreen. Actually, I am. Look at it, guys, it's green, see? Grizz green, see? Don't pinch me now. I don't even know why the radio's playing still, but... Yeah, guys, I finally got the 30mm side shot clamp. So, the only problem is, through the side shot with that Simmons Pro Target, it just doesn't look that clear. Now, when I'm looking through the scope, it's crystal clear, but through the side shot, it's just not that clear. Like, I don't know if you guys saw a lot of fuzziness in the reticle. It's because of the side shot, and I don't care for it, but whatever. At least you guys could see, you know, what I'm looking at in those pest controlling. But I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a big difference. So I would say looking through the scope through your own eye through a side shot. Because the side shot's got to look through. So, side shot, you guys all know. Is it even? There we go. You guys can probably see. I don't know. Maybe not. The side shot, it's got 3 different pieces in it. So basically, your phone slides in, your camera faces up to that, and it goes in there, and then there's another piece of glass right there that is angled. So technically, a lot of those shots that you guys seen, if the bird went off to the right, which it did my end, but it actually makes the animal or the bird go to the left. It's because of the scope or because of the side shot. But technically that animal or that bird fell off to the right, but through the side shot it went to the left. And that's the problem about the side shot is it's reverse. So I don't know, guys. I love this side shot. It's easy to use, mount. But problem is, it's always the opposite. When you're shooting, it's always the other way. But when I'm looking through this, it goes to the right. But in the video, it goes to the left. It's strange. But, I mean, really, it's not a bad device. Then it just slides in. I don't know if you guys ever seen the side shot, or the mounting. That's all it is. And then, probably all have. And it just slides in like that. And then you look through it just like you would a regular scope. And then they even make the GoPro version. What the heck? There's mosquitoes in here. Jeez Louise, I'm not ready for them. Those turds. I hate mosquitoes. You guys are talking about pot of gold. So, in the bulldog video, the Lucky 7 versus the 81s, I'm thinking of giving away the Spectrum. And you guys all seen right there what the reticle actually looks like. So I'm going to end up giving that one away. We'll do a giveaway, I'm thinking. And I'll have to figure out what it contains in the giveaway. And we'll go from there. Dang, 5 people in here tonight. It's crazy, guys. Oh, now we're down to 4. Who? I bet you it's the STKO guy over there. He's probably hiding in his closet again. Just checking in with me. See what I'm up to. I just talked to him on the phone about a half hour ago. I know. I saw so many squirrels today. It was ridiculous. And the one in the side shot, I could have shot him, but I didn't feel like cleaning one. And it was so warm out today. I didn't feel like wanting to mess around with cleaning one. So I ended up just letting him go. And he wandered on. But at least I got the footage of him. Oh, I'm kind of looking forward to really testing these Hades out, though, for part 2 of this pesting. See what they really do to some things. I need a crownium. Guys, should I do a giveaway for that Spectrum scope or what? Let me know if I should. Well, maybe one of you guys can buy the or win the Spectrum in a giveaway. Tim, I gotta do a giveaway. I can't just give it away now. I gotta do entries. I gotta think about how someone can win the scope. Can't just give it away now. You gotta do a fair giveaway. Just because I know you, Tim, doesn't mean that you're gonna. I mean, I can just give it to you right away. Same thing with Mike over there. And a lot of you other people that I know. I gotta do the drawing and the whoever wins it. I have to think of how we can do a giveaway though for it. And I'll make it easy for you guys so it's not that difficult. Can't do that, Tim. I wish it was that easy, because then I would win a lot of stuff. I don't know, Tim, you might win it, but you'll have to wait and see. Because, I mean, I'm not going to cheat and fib the drawing and fib the giveaway. Yeah, I'm going to do it seriously, and we'll see. What is it, March? So I'll probably do a giveaway in April with the scope. And we're almost to the end of March anyway, so. What's going on, Joe? Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing? We need the little Starling assassin in here. Is he mad because he probably watched my video today about the pesting? He's like, oh god, he's trying to catch up now. I feel like Idaho Air Guns and Outdoors is just sitting there watching. And he doesn't want to say anything. Never know, Tim. Never know. I mean, it's how giveaways work. I mean, I can't really fib on a giveaway though. We can't do any cheating. Because then people will catch on to it and then they'll just leave the channel, and you gotta keep it to the truth so people can see it. I've seen a lot of people do that before on YouTube where they fib giveaways, and then one of their buddies wins it, and then everybody else is like, well, you know, that ain't fair because you know that guy and you fibbed it, or you know, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. And if someone I did know that wins the scope, then that'd be awesome. Like, to be able to do it. But I'm not gonna go to fibbing that. I mean, that could work, Tim. That could. I guess that would work, and then whoever would be the closest or picks the number will win it. Yeah, or Joe, yeah, that's what I thought too. I'll have to talk to James, and he'll be my backup because he's already got that Spectrum. He would probably be my backup for a number to pick. Yeah, Tim, we'll start at what is today's date, guys? What is today's date? Today, what, 16th or 17th? Or what is it? Yeah, that's actually pretty good though, doing it like that. Still waiting on him. For what? Who's Chad? I don't know, guys, who Chad is. There you go, Tim. Maybe I'll bundle in a pack of pellets too with whoever wins it, just so they can shoot. I guess I don't know. What is that, Joe? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Never heard of that. Hang on, guys. No, they're actually out the door out here in the grass. They're probably buried in now. Now I don't have to do that either. No, guys, I had to go grab my sandbag from earlier out in the back off the deck. See you, Joe. Me and STKO are gonna go live tomorrow night. We were talking about it. Originally, we were supposed to go coyote hunting tomorrow night, but we got rain coming, so I don't think I'm gonna be going hunting tomorrow night. So I think me and him are gonna go live. I think it's gonna be on his end though, not mine. So you guys all have to go over and see me and him tomorrow night. So yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Get back with STKO and do a stream. Bring back the old days where I used to go live with him all the time, and now it's like we kind of went separated ways, and he doesn't do a lot of live streams. I don't know, Tim. I'll email you the exact time. Most likely, it'll probably be on his channel, though. I guess, Tim, check both channels out tomorrow. Either check mine or his. But I will email you the exact time that we're gonna go. But like I said, I think it's gonna most likely be on his channel, though. Just because he's got more subs than I do. It should be fun though. You guys want to see a gauntlet video? Head going full, because to be honest, guys, ever since I got the Avengers, I kind of just put the gauntlet away and haven't shot it in a while. And now it's like I'm back into it again, and literally I aired it up last week. Not last week. 2 days ago, and I've already run. I aired it up from 1100 to rag pressure, and you're supposed to, when you store PCP guns, you're supposed to air. You're supposed to leave a little bit of air in them, so the O-rings don't dry out and all that, and then you don't have problems down the road. So before I started away, early winter. I aired it up to about 2,500 ish, and then put it away and brought it out here a couple days ago. Aired it up from 25 up to 3,000, and right now I'm only at 2,500 in pressure, and I've got total of 5 to 6 magazines out of it. And I'm only at 2,500. Like, that is crazy. But, for a hand pumper, that would be a little difficult. Yeah, we're at 25 still. You guys can see that real good, but 2,500. But yeah, I mean, I've been using this thing consistent for the last couple days now on the close range, like you guys seen. This is the single crosshair scope. You saw a couple kill shots with this that I threw in the part 1 pesting, but part 2 is going to have more of this gun in it. And so we'll go ahead and see. But the Crosman hollow points, are they the dome? No, they're the dome. Sorry guys. Crosman dome are shooting really good out of this, and I put this gun away thinking, well, because of Avengers, but I did kind of miss shooting this gun, and you know, for that many magazines, I'm only down that pressure only. I can get more mags out of this than I can technically the Avenger guys. To be honest, like Avengers are great because they're tunable reg pressures and the hammer spring. Well, the Gauntlet is not tunable. You can't tune the reg. It's set at 1100, or unless you buy aftermarket regulators, then you can tune it up to a higher reg or a lower reg. Um, Obviously, this gun's not shooting as fast as the Avengers. Um, Roughly with the Crosman, it's shooting about 820-ish, 825-ish with the hollow point in the Crosman dome. Um, where little Ava is the 22, that's what I called it. Um, she's shooting close to 900-ish, 880-ish with the 1589. The Hades, I plan on pushing a little bit quicker in my eyes. But I get less shots out of the Avenger than I do the Gauntlet. I don't know why. Um, but to be honest, guys, if you're looking for a good budget friendly gun, Gauntlet's where it's at, in my eyes. It's cheap. If you got a little compressor, you could be out there all day long. And I get 60 plus shots out of this Gauntlet, um, which is true. Um, I got 6 magazines in 22. I could run all 6 and run 4 more before I got a refill. So really, it's not that bad. Yeah, you probably, Ten, you probably have a leak. I know when I first got this Gauntlet, my bottle was leaking about right here. And I ended up calling Umarax to see if they could repair it. And they said, well, go ahead and send it in and we'll repair it. So I tore it apart. There's a little degassing thing right here. It's like a little key. I ended up doing it myself. I'm like, screw it. I'm not going to send it in. I'll just do it myself. And I fixed it within an hour. Never had an issue with a leak in the air. Nothing. So everything works now. So the other thing is why this thing is so accurate is I'm running STKO's O-ring delete kit. And that's why this thing's so accurate, is because of that. What? Let's just load up a pellet so I don't have to. Might as well just load up a whole mag, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. Because I hate that, guys, to be honest. When you're trying to film a video and you forget the night before, that's it. No, I ain't shooting these. Right here. Crosman Dome pellet, I just relisted them. So we'll have a full up mag for tomorrow. But definitely, I mean, the 22 Gauntlet is pretty accurate. especially for some cheap ammo. I kind of got this guy like kind of late when they're kind of obsolete at that moment. But I'm still getting a lot of views on this gun for some odd reason. And no, I'm not going to the Gauntlet 2. I heard some bad things. James had one, and he said it was crap. Um, I'll never buy one. Uh, the new Gauntlet 30, I don't know. I don't know if it's fully out just yet. Tim, you might have to come over here because there's probably gonna be some pellets laying out here now. I did it the other night. I was loading up a mag out there in the yard, and a whole half a ton of the 18-13s fell in the grass out there, and I didn't feel like picking them up. I took the baffle out of this one. It cracks a little bit more, but it's really not that bad. She still barks a little bit, but not that bad. But definitely, I mean, for a $300 gun out the door. I mean, I did hand pump this one time just to see what it was. And I'll never hand pump it again, to be honest, guys. Like, I know, I'm good. It literally probably took me over 200 strokes up and down just to hand pump it. Now,
Listening to Country 107 on your smart speaker is easier than ever. And it's brought to you by Foster Blue Water Police. Whether at home or at work.
no, I like little Ava for the Avenger. She's accurate. I can't give that up yet until Air Venturi comes out with another gun. Never shot the Gamma Urban. My buddy had one a couple of years ago, and his just was crap and just wasn't shooting good. And we ended up sending it back. Got his money because he wasn't gonna deal with it. And he went to Air Venturi. He's got the Woodstock 25 and a Woodstock 22, and the Woodstock's just so much better in my eyes. Trying to set up Godzilla for some nighttime hunting, but I'm gonna run the 4K or the X sight on the 25. But I gotta get my new one back.
And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch to the customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Mike, I was about to call you Mark. Jeez.
People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide video network. So
Me and him are supposed to go live tomorrow night, but every time he tells me that, he doesn't. He doesn't follow through. So we'll see.
you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart. Use the 10 minutes. Here's the
That's all he talks about. Oh, we need to go live again. Blah blah blah. And
855-51-BIBLE.
I don't know. Then he backs out last minute.
Simple K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at
Yeah, I know they did. I'm thinking of buying one just to test out to use and then maybe return it. I don't know.
20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores.
But I don't know, because I already have a 22, 25. If I get the new Avenger, I'll probably go 177, and then I'll probably use it for a month and return it. Like kind of what me and James did with the Origins. We used them for a month, did some videos with them for the hypeness, and we just returned them because we didn't need them. We didn't want them. And I kind of wish, to be honest, guys, I kind of wish that the Avengers had the Origin stock. The wood, like I like the wood stock, but the Origin stock is so much better. Like, it's so much more slimmer. It's not as wide, not as chubbiness. Like, it was perfect for bag rests, for shooting sticks, for anything that you wanted to use to shoot off of. It would just fit it perfect. Like, the Avengers are just like that bulkiness. I mean, you could buy an Origin right now for half the price of Avenger, but the problem is you ain't gonna get it regulated. So that's the downfall. So that's why me and James bought the Origin at the same date. We both bought one, and they arrived on the same date after we bought them. And me and him spent a whole evening just shooting them and tuning them and to get them to perform well. And it was basically like Avenger in a lower breed. That's all it was. And just not regulated. I mean, we literally got a lot of shots out of it because it had the EBT, which is good for hand pumpers, and it did actually help. But the problem is that what me and him had with the Origins was we were running our compressors, and our compressors blew out the EBT. So that's why we just returned them. And we're like, nope, we don't need them, because we weren't hand pumping at that time. Where the Avengers, they don't have that EBT in them like the Origin does. So for you hand pumpers out there, the Origin's the way to go. You both got the QB Chiefs at the same time? Oh yeah. Like I said, there's a gunsmith up in the town, the next town over from me, and I even took my Origin to the guy to see if he could look at it. And you know what he told me? He said that EBT system is junk in it, and he actually tore it apart to see what it looked like. And he said it was a poorly designed out of Umarex, and he didn't even know anything about air guns because he's just he does know about air guns, but he didn't really work on them that much. Like his gunsmith was more of like center fires, pistols, rim fires, shotguns, and he never really worked on an air gun before. But he tore it apart because he knew what he was doing, and he laughed at Umarex. He goes, "Are you kidding me? They put that thing in that, you know?" And it did help for us pumpers or hand pumpers at that time, but like I said, our young hangs, they just blew that out. Like, yeah, you could remove it out of the gun, but then if something goes wrong, then it voids the warranty. Oh yeah, I yeah. That's why we moved on. We got them when they were real popular, and then we had them for about a month, and then we returned ours because we're like, there's just too many problems. We knew there was gonna be too many problems with them, so that's why we returned them. And I'm not a big fan of the fill probes guns anymore. I like the quick decanatch or whatever. Um, the fill probes, I'm just not a fan because they blow O-rings, and then you gotta lube the O-rings at all times, on the fill probe, and you can lose it. You lose it, you're done. You won't even be able to fill the gun, or unless you order another one, and then who knows how long that could take. So that's why wasn't a real big fan of the Origin, but um, it was just, I mean, it was deadly accurate. It was, but we just didn't care for the fill probe not being regulated and the EBT system built into it. Um, the stock was amazing. That's why I was saying I wish the Avengers had that stock because I would totally give up the wood stock for the Origin synthetic stock in my eyes, just because of how it was. And basically, the Origin was a Avenger gun, just with the fill probe and an EBT. It had the same hammer spring adjustment, um, two-stage adjustable trigger on it. But the only thing is, it just was not regulated, had fill probe, and the EBT was junk. Yeah, left-handed trigger finger. You'll see. Cause me and him got the bundle pack, so we got the gun and the hand pump. The hand pump was actually junk, to be honest. Like, I think I put it together to hand pump it one time, and it worked for that one time. And then after that, it broke, and that's when I had the other little 12-volt compressor at that time that me and James had, and then I got the Yang Hang, and then when I got the Yang Hang is when my EBT blew out because of the compression, the airflow of that Yang Hang pushing into that EBT. It just wasn't liking that much airflow at one time, so I don't know. We just didn't really care for it. Yeah, I think it was left-handed trigger finger. It was junk. Like, I mean, we could sit there and lube it up and do all this other stuff, and it failed. I mean, it's a good gun for like you guys that are hand pumpers. I'm not gonna lie on that. Like, it's perfect for that, because it actually helps you hand pump it. So you're actually using less energy, um, than it would be like the Avenger, where you have no help besides you just going up and down on that little hand pump. And that's the thing that I didn't like. What the frick? Another mosquito. Yeah, Mike, how do you like that compressor? Is it working really good for you? .177 Terminator slugs now. I don't have a 177. Yeah, yeah, Tim, you're right. When I bought my first PCP, the Diana Storm Rider, I went on eBay and bought a little hand pump, and the thing still works. And I've had that hand pump for over, geez, 3 or 4 years now, and the thing still works. It still pumps. Everything still works on it. That's sad, and then you get the ones that are bundled with the gun, and you're maybe lucky enough to get a week out of it. And my hand pump was like 40 or 50 bucks out the door, and that thing still works just as of day one.
Since the pandemic, I'm so anxious all the time.
I can't sleep.
I need someone to talk to who's not going to judge me.
For emotional support,
Yep, it's the same hand pump I have, Tim. It literally just works. Like I said, guys, that's probably one thing that I would say besides the Young Hang
sponsored by the Michigan Department
that I could rely on.
Association of Broadcasters.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it could
Where'd my little buddy go?
At Allstate, you call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here at
Not out there. He must have left me.
Allstate agent Chris Stevens can help you protect everything from your home, car,
Yep, he gone.
motorcycle to your RV, ATV, or even snowmobile. Stop by Chris Stevens' office today at 4695 Lanier Road in Kimball or
Yep, he gone.
975 Fresmore Highway in
He had enough.
We're Fort Huron's country station, Country 107.
Mike, is your compressor running really good still? This one's probably gonna be demonetized now. Your Young Hang scares you. What are you talking about? Mine's working still. Nothing wrong with the other day. Change out the oil in it, but other than that, that thing's still running like a champ. is quick. Like when I had that little 12-volt compressor, I could literally load up 3 magazines, put up a target out there, literally walk at all the way down to 50 yards, put up a target, and have 3 to 4 magazines loaded up before the gun would be aired up. What are you using now, though? Left-handed. That's crazy, Mike. James was trying to sell me one of these compressors that a company sent to him, and I said, no, I don't really want another one. Not after having the Young Hing. Left-handed, do you use the Young Hing though to air up your tank, or do you go down to like the fire department or something to air it up, or have them air it up? It's time to load up another mag here. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Because I feel like it's going to get demonetized. You can't hear the music, guys? Yeah, that's all I use mine for too, Tim. I mean, my guns, I mean, they're a breeze to that Young Hing, literally. Like, it's so quick. Yeah, it's loud. The Young Hing is loud. Like, it is, but it literally airs the gun up before I could even load up one mag. That's crazy. So yeah, no, with the Young Hang, I can't walk out that back door to go set up a target and come back and load up a mag with pellets. Like, it's crazy how fast the Young Hang does air up. Young Hang can air up the gauntlet from 1100 to 3000 in about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Cats on Spark. Yeah. I kind of like the Air Venturi Nomad. I heard some good things and I heard some bad things because you could set the pressure you wanted to go to and it'll automatically stop at that. But then again, I don't know if I would trust that because what if that system failed and the gun overfills and now you just wreck the gun because of it? So I don't like that. I know some of the newer Young Hangs um, have the where you could set the fill pressure to and it'll automatically stop. But then I heard some bad things about that also. So I just like what I have where I watch it and bleed it, and I already know that's where it hits that 3,000, 3,500, 4,350 like the Avengers. Once it hits that 4,350, I could disable it that quicker than having it preset. Because like I said, guys, if that thing fails, good luck. I literally hear frogs out there. There's frogs croaking. And we're in March. It was like 70 something degrees today. I mean, it's basically like a girl. It's like having a girlfriend or a wife that just wants money. You can't trust them because they'll go out there and spend every last dollar that you have in your account. Then they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, I this and that." It's like, literally. Yeah, it was like 73-ish here today. It was nice. Tim, what's the I know I can look it up in the owner's manual, but what's the Bulldog cylinder size? Do you know? Or is it like a 300 cc or more? What do you mean left-handed? You're waiting for all that. Did you buy it used off of someone? That's strange because if you bought it brand new, you should have got all that, unless you bought it off someone. Actually, I guess the Young Hing, you're supposed to actually replace the fill whip once a year. I haven't replaced mine, is what I heard. I don't know how true that is, you know. So I guess we'll see. Oh boy. Well, I can kill birds, I can kill mosquitoes. Jeez. I'm not ready for all that.
Head to WSAQ.com to win a pair of front row tickets to our spring anniversary concert with Frankie Valli.
Yeah, I got the owner's manual over here. I guess I could look into it. See what I think it's like a 340 cc. I think it's something like that. But even the young hang and that even it airs up really quick too with that. So yeah, hang on guys, I'll be right back too.
Attention business owners, are you struggling to attract potential employees? It's likely that your best potential employees are currently employed. So, how do you reach them? With a recruitment campaign on Q Country 107. Q Country 107 reaches people who may be currently unhappy in their careers and ready to make a move. Consider this. People aren't actively checking traditional recruitment outlets for their friends. However, they will tell a friend or family member about an interesting job opportunity they heard about on the radio. Recently, I was able to hire 2 new staff members from our own strategic radio campaign. Radio works for recruitment in Q Country 107.
All right, let's see guys. So we got the bulldog mag. Let's see if it says anything about how big the cylinder is. Probably won't. I have to look it up. It don't even say, guys. Do me a favor, guys. Someone look up the Benjamin Bulldog air cylinder. Let me know how big that cylinder is. Because I'm looking underneath where you'd fill it up. And it's not even saying that. It's not even showing. 207 bar, which is 3,000. No, that ain't even fucking. Anybody know what the bulldog really is? Read the screen. The dog's tank is 340. Alright. I must not have been far enough. Dang, 340? That's a big tank then. Does anybody know how to adjust the hammer spring in the bulldog? Because, like in my last video with the bulldog, does anybody know? Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. So you take off this. I don't even know, guys, to be honest. Or do you loosen up this screw right here? And then this whole thing slides? Jeez. That seems too many fucking screws to be messing with the hammer spring. I don't know, I guess I could call Benjamin. See what they say. I don't even think I want to deal with that either. Been dealing with too many companies lately. It's like, jeez. I'll have to look it up and see. I don't know. I do love that gun though. Fucking the thing's loud. Come on, Tim, I heard you. Just joking. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's. I think it because when I bought it off of STKO, he said he never adjusted the hammer spring, so obviously it's come from factory. So whatever factory setting is what that's on. Which I still think it's kind of a little bit too much. I feel like I can maybe get a few more extra shots out of it than what I am now. Like, I feel like those Lucky 7 bullets or slugs could have been a lot more accurate. And they just didn't perform that good. But I'm thinking it's because the hammer spring is smacking the valve too fast, where those 120 grain Lucky 7 just weren't creating that much speed and that much twist rate for them to fly that accurate. You know, so I'm thinking it's got to be the hammer spring's got to be a little. It's got to be adjusted just a hair. I think it'll probably shoot a lot better. Because really, I don't need, you know, a lot of feet per second. I'd rather have more accuracy. So where I put that crosshair, that line, whatever, and where I squeeze that trigger, that's where it's gonna hit over having the maximum energy leaving out of that. So I think that's what it was. The hammer spring was overpowering the valve on the Lucky 7. I did test the nozzlers today and they did the same, just as the Lucky 7. Well, I mean, literally I had the same group size with the nozzlers that I did with the Lucky 7. So the 81 grain JSB pellet is a perfect match for the factory hammer spring setting, but I want this gun to shoot, pellets for the plinking and being accurate, but I also, when I use it for big game, deer season, varmints, bigger varmints, I want it to be able to shoot, a legit bullet or a slug and have it be accurate and not just like all over the place. I know it's not the scope because I've had that spectrum on every one of my guns and it's performed. So it's not the scope. So it's either one, the hammer spring's just too much for the heavier bullet and slug over the standard 81 grain dome. And a lot of reviews I watch, everybody was shooting 81 grains and not really any other bullet. Now I know Seneca or Seneca, they make some 357. I know NSA makes some 357 and some other people. But it's like I don't want to have to sit out there and spend all this money on that gun just to have it shoot a good bullet or slug. And obviously, not saying that an 81 grain pellet could kill a deer, because I've seen it happen up here. It actually happened just this past gun opener. A guy took his air gun, Bulldog, was shooting 81 grain pellet and dropped a deer out there at 110 yards. But he double lunged it. And it only ran about 20 yards and fell over. Not saying that I would trust the 81s, but I think in my eyes, I'd rather have something that is expanding, something that has a lot of energy at impact, than have something that just zips in and out of them. Like, I'd rather, instead of having a pass-through shot, I'd rather have a entrance and no exit, but have that entrance just glow blood so I could track. That's me, but I don't think the 81 grain pellet will really do that. Tim, oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Damn. Yeah, Tim, I hope you have a good night, and hopefully everything's good at your doctor's appointment tomorrow. And I will email you, and if I don't email you, email me. And personally, Tim, just email me tomorrow, because I'll probably forget. Just send it over, and I'll let you know when me and Jimmy are going live tomorrow night, and I'll let you know so you can get over there and watch the live. So I don't know how many other people are on here. Only 2 people, so it must be you, Tim, and someone else right now. Yeah, guys, I think I'm probably gonna get off here too pretty soon here. Probably another 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm gonna be out of here and get to bed myself. Oh, Mike, you're still in here. Yeah, like I said, Tim, hopefully everything's good at your doctor's appointment tomorrow. And email me tomorrow when you get a chance. Alright, guys, I think I'm out of here. I'm going to bed myself. Got a busy day tomorrow, so we'll see you guys later. So, alright, guys, we'll see you maybe tomorrow with James. I'll keep you all updated.